So today is week 108. 108 of these sacred sound sessions we've been doing. And today the vision that was shown to me, I didn't have a vision shown to me. Today, this morning, it was just a message that came through quite loud, and it was my own voice, but it was a loud message, more or less a loud, quite strong, determined message that just said it's all about the voice. And this is the month of May, so we can see that this is about the voice. It's also about stepping into truth and into the world of truth, which is the fifth dimension, and where things are unveiled and the truth is exposed. So to see the truth, we have to know what is not the truth to know what is the truth. So there's the polarity, a bit of polarity-based consciousness going on there. So it's all about the truth, and it can be uncomfortable when we are facing the truth, and there's a lot of uncomfortable realities going on in the world right now that we have to face, and many people don't want to face them, and that's understandable because it means that everything that we've ever known, that we've been conditioned to, that we've grown up and been taught about, our world is being stripped down and being stripped back so that we can start again. It's an uncomfortable place to be, to say, okay, well, I was told all of these things in my life. I have believed and trusted in certain people and certain authorities and so on, and the institutions and so on and so forth. And the fact is, it has all been a lie, and that's a very uncomfortable place to be. And in that, we also have to face our own. The institution could be your own family. But there's also that we have to face what's within ourselves. So this uncomfortable feeling that is coming and is around is so that we look deeper into ourselves. We feel uncomfortable and we will have our buttons pushed. I think there'll be a lot of buttons pushed this month of May. And when the buttons are being pushed, it's like look at yourself. Take a look. Why does it feel uncomfortable? What is it that I need to face within myself? And people will say things that are maybe not necessarily building you up, but feel like they are pulling you down. And this can, remind you of instances in your life where you have felt pulled down rather than built up. So there's a lot of uncomfortable feelings that are going to be faced in this month of May. So it's a big opportunity for us to come into the world of truth. And it's not easy to get there. However, I've done the cards, and the first card today, beautifully, is card number 22, and it says, engage higher reason. And you can see that there's two people here crossing the bridge, and they're going in opposite directions. So one is going in, and this is the thing that's quite likely going to show up a lot for us this month, in the month of May, is that what appears that we are going in opposite directions from maybe some of our loved ones or some of our friends or our communities, whatever. But it's about being able to observe that people are now standing up for what they believe in. And even if we don't believe in what the other person believes in, the thing is that people are starting to find their voice and they are starting to speak out for what they believe in. And this is really important because we can't cross that bridge and get into the throat unless we are willing to be able to voice our truth and to stand up for what it is that we believe in. So it's an initiation of the throat. It's an initiation of the truth, moving into the truth. And some people are angry, some people are shouting, some people, it doesn't matter, but people are finding their voice, because in the end of it all, we're going to enter into that world. And then, the healing comes, because the throat chakra is an emotional body chakra. So there are a lot of emotions that have to be faced. And that can bring up anger, it can bring up sadness, it can bring up grief. And I'm seeing a lot of this with my clients, going through grief, going through sadness, going through anger, going through all of these sorts of things. So this is what is helping us bring us up through and into the world of truth. The second card, which is the sacral chakra card today, is card number 16, and it is about life experience. And, you know, that says it in its own. So down the bottom, it says a significant life event. Well, there's a significant life event happening for all of us right now. It's the same thing. Powerful revelations are going to come. This is the truth that leads to change. Powerful revelations. This is the month of revelation. Time to spread your wings. Yes, as we step into the world of truth, we are spreading our wings. And this is, in the sacral chakra, which means we have to face our fears, because this is in the sacral chakra, we face our fears, and we come into a place of harmony as we move up the ladder. So it's Archangel Chamuel you can always call on Archangel Chamuel to help you to come into this place of moving through life experiences and recognizing our life experiences, because this is the month of truth. What has led us up to come into the truth that we are? It's not necessarily that anybody else is wrong. It's that everybody is where everybody is at. And as they find their voice of truth and speak out, you know that they are coming up into the new world. Some are coming, kicking and struggling, but everybody is coming. And the third card for the solar plexus is the 9 of Pentacles. And here again, you can see, so this is coming into your power, and it's the solar plexus card, and it's yellow, so that's really beautiful. So there's a lot of wisdom energy here, a lot of the wisdom that you have achieved through the life that you've had by listening to your inner voice, or that little voice that's on your shoulder that's trying to get you to take notice of certain things, and for you to listen to higher reason, listening to higher reason. A lot of wisdom here, a lot of growth that has come about from all of your life experiences, as we had the life experience card before. A lot of growth coming through there, coming into our power in the solar plexus. And the yellow is about finding clarity and leaving no stone unturned. So it really is about digging and delving and finding answers, and that is in the power center. We need to find the answers within ourselves, and also collectively. Collectively answers are coming about. So the heart chakra is the heart. So this helps us come completely into the heart. So this is our first week for month of May. We did the month of the heart in April, of course. And so here we have the heart showing us that, yes, really beautiful, expanded and open hearts. You have to have an open heart to be able to walk into the path of, into the world of truth. Because we can't get there if the heart is closed off. So this is a beautiful open heart, allowing us to walk through, come from a place of love. But sometimes you're gonna feel pushed, and you're gonna feel like you don't agree with what somebody else is saying, or it's not resonating with you. And that's all okay, because it's not resonating, because for whatever reason, feel the uncomfortable feelings, allow that to dissolve within you. You will find that when you actually sit with an uncomfortable feeling of disagreement from somebody else, and I've tried this out from what they're saying, so you tend to find other answers. So it's not necessarily that the other person was right, and it's not necessarily that you were right. What usually ends up happening is there's something else in the middle. There's something else in the middle, and that's why it was pushing you, because it was something that you weren't quite seeing. So the card of truth today, the throat, is seek. Seek. Card number 9, again, seek wisdom. Welcome it in. Seeking the wisdom. In comes the messages from spirit, from your higher self, indigo, birds coming in here. And he's got his arms open wide. He has a beautifully healed heart. He's green. He's come through the heart. It's all beautiful here. And the energy of wisdom is coming to him with messages from the throat. He's welcoming the truth coming through. That's a beautiful card. So nice card in the throat there today. And the card for the 6th chakra is card number 14. So 14 becomes a 5. There's truth again. And this is Hathor. And Hathor here, it says magic, medicine woman, and integration. And Hathor has got, what could this, this sort of looks like a grail cup, but at the same time, it also looks like a the time thing that you tip up and down. There's a little bit like that. So there's something to do with timing and greater wisdoms coming through there. She's holding her scepter of truth up there, and we're in the brow. So this is like visions, like look at this, all this light beaming out here. It's almost like the enlightened moment, and the lotuses, becoming the lotus. So this great enlightened moment, and of course Hathor has the Christ, the ball of the Christ between her horns there, and sharing that energy out there. So the wisdom and the enlightening moments. So there will be through the recognition of the truths that are being shown to us, through the voices that are being expressed. Even if somebody says something that is that you agree with, you will find that through that disagreement, you will find a truth, another truth, and recognize that, because you wouldn't receive that message unless that person had said whatever they said. So it was perfect and perfect. So guess who comes in number 7? Hilarion. Health and healing. Bringing great healing to us all at this time, which is needed for humanity. But not only that, the Ascended Master Hilarion is the Ascended Master of Truth. And this is the month of May. So he's leading us forward into the month of Truth. He's helping us to heal any imbalances, wherever it is that we need, be it physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. And he's teaching us also how to hold pure thought on behalf of others. He opens the gifts of the brow chakra, and you can see he has a lot of light in his brow. So he opens the gifts of the brow chakra. This is the time of when people will see the light. They will see the light as the light is shone upon the darkness. So they will see the light and be able to walk forward in the path of truth. So beautiful, beautiful cards there. Now the chakra card that came up today, and I think it's the same as the one we had last week. So we're still working with the sacral chakra. So still working with the sacral chakra, coming into harmony, looking at facing our fears, working in harmony with others, partnerships, co-creating, all of this. So the color is orange, working with orange and finding that harmony within ourselves. So beautiful message with the cards today. And that's it. See you next week, unless you're coming in to do the codes.